Let's wait for the music to be cut off. David, we were talking backstage. This movie seems more relevant today than when it was released in 1999. It actually, now with the refugee crisis and this ongoing cycle of wars, did you ever imagine that 20 years later this film will be as present and relevant?
Absolutely not. When I made the film, it was considered a very strange thing. It had been the most recent war in recent memory, and we never thought it would go into syndication, you know. And it has gone into syndication for like 30 years now. And once they have a good business going, they're not going to stop it. And all the issues that are in the film are only getting worse.
We were also talking about 1999, one of the most insane years in cinema. We had Fight Club, we had Matrix, and we had your film, amongst other incredible films. What do you 1999?
Well, it was a very exciting year to be in cinema. There was a whole generation of filmmakers, and I was on a panel here that year with Alan Ball, who wrote American Beauty, Kim Pierce, who did Boys Don't Cry, Charlie Kaufman, who did Being John Malkovich, Eric Roth, who did The Insider for Michael Mann, and Paul Anderson made Magnolia, as we said. So I think a lot of people were coming out of the Sundance Film Festival explosion. These film festivals give birth to cinema. Cinema was a roaring fire at that time because it had a DVD safety net. People were going to movie theaters, and you could take a risk because this movie made as much profit in DVDs as it did in theaters, which was a tremendous model that has been spread out now. And we all knew each other. Spike Jonze had hired me to write his first movie, which was supposed to be Harold and the Purple Crayon, which is a children's book that has no words in it and is very difficult to make into a movie. But we got to be very good friends, and I wanted him to be in this picture. There's a book written about it. I don't know how many people here know the book that came out. It's called 1999, The Best Year in Movies Ever, which is about this year. And there's a chapter on every filmmaker.